Welcome to 12-Minute Talks, where important information is shared in a short time period. Learn from other business owners, entrepreneurs, and experts about what they do to help you find solutions to everyday topics in 12 minutes or less. Hello everyone, thank you so much for listening in on today's episode of the 12-Minute Talks podcast. We have with us Nakesha Bello. She helps other individuals transition from one career to another and find what best fits them. Nakesha, thank you so much for being on.
Thank you for the invitation. How are you?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
Good.
Awesome. So I'm really excited to have you on. This is something very different. There's all types of coaches out there that we hear about. It seems, like for life in general, for business, and this one is very niche, it seems, based on helping people transition in their careers. So Nakesha, tell me a little bit, how long have you been in business? Why did you get started?
Yeah. So Georgiana Advisors, what we do again is we are a coaching, and we also help people identify which career direction they want to go in. And it kind of started about 10 years ago when I was working full-time in human resources, and I was helping not only my organization at the time develop career paths and succession plans. I would get at times employees who were being outplaced would come to me and say, how can I define my next step? And it kept happening. I would get referral after referral until about 2 years ago, and I said to myself, this is a business. And we officially started the business 2 years ago, and it's been amazing. I've gotten so many referrals and new clients, and we've helped over 100 different professionals transition their careers.
Awesome. There's a lot of times, we go to college and we might study
Right.
something and, we're stuck in that industry that we think is what it is that we want to do. So it's good to have somebody, guide us into what is really our career.
Right. And I'm glad that you mentioned that, because I know a lot of universities, they have career services, and
Mm-hmm.
it's different between a career service and a career coach. So a career coach is trained and certified, like myself. I'm certified through coaching, the Academy of Creative Coaching, as well as ICF. And we're trained to let you have powerful coaching, have power and utilize powerful questioning to get to the bottom of what area that you truly want to go in. Whereby with a career advisor at a university, they may have you do an assessment task, and from there say,
Mm-hmm.
well, you really like math, you really enjoy this, so you should do this. So we're listening to who you are and what your goal and your personality, and then fitting the role to you, versus the other way around, career advisors who are giving you the role and then saying, you fit for that role, which is where a lot of people, especially new grads, have issues and troubles in their careers, because they use that old school method of how to find a career instead of the really innovative, strategic way of finding out who you are first and then looking at your.
Definitely. So it seems going from an analytical way of doing things to a more intuitive way of doing things, more modern, more geared towards who the person really is. So Nakesha, if you were to give me a laundry list of what it is that you help other individuals solve, what would be some things on that list?
That's a great. So I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about the things that I've done this month. So I have a lot
Mm-hmm.
of new grads, and I'm really helping them define their career path. So you graduate, and some schools have recruitment on site, a lot of them don't. So it's trying to, how do I brand myself? How am I going to be stand out at these companies that are hiring, that are getting 100 applications for one opening? How am I going
Mm-hmm.
to stand out? How am I going to be the candidate that gets the phone call and then the interviews and goes through all those interviews and gets chosen? So helping them with that, but also along the way, also keeping them motivated. What I find as a career coach is a lot of times, we can get the plan in place, but if you're not ready for the rejection letters, because they are going to come, it's human nature. If you're
Right.
not ready for that and you can't stay motivated, then all of the efforts we put together are going to fail. So it's keeping my clients motivated, keeping their confidence strong, helping them see things that their friends are not going to say. Like your friends are not going to tell you that your idea is not the best, or your friends are not going to tell you, the real reason you didn't get that job is because your resume is horrible. So those are the kind of things that I do as a coach. Now, I also have clients that have been in the industry for many years, and they are looking for how can I get from this individual contributor role to becoming a manager, and what skills do I need, and helping them really define those skills. As well as I have people who are in senior level positions, and they're like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, how do I get out of here? I have an idea in mind, but how do I even make that transition? What does that look like for my family, for my socioeconomic
Mm-hmm.
situation, my financial situation? So I have a little bit of every different kind of client, and nationwide, and pretty much, there are different situations. They all come down to what's my next step in my career. And I've been successful helping all three of those situational clients, and it's mainly because all that I do is career design. I'm not a coach that has 14 different specialties. I'm a coach that
Mm-hmm.
only focuses on career design because that's what I've done my entire career, and that's what I'm known for in the industry.
Awesome. Yeah, a lot of times, especially if you've been somewhere for a long time, it can be hard to transition from that to something else. A lot of times it could be maybe because of the benefits that they have from that employer, or it's just something that they've always done. So it's good to have someone such as yourself that helps them get unstuck in that and really move forward with their career. That's great.
Right.
So, what are some of the services that you offer? Is this something that you do face to face with people, or do you have services online that people can obtain?
Yeah, yeah. So that's a great question. So, again, I'm a coach, and I work with people not only nationwide, but I have a couple of clients in different countries, and it's pretty cool. And why I say that is because the joy of the internet, Skype and
Mm-hmm.
Zoom, it's allowed me to be able to service so many clients, face to face via those uh, internet or technology mediums, right, through Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's pretty much, I do a lot of virtual training, and with that, I have three core services. So, uh, and it's pretty, and I want to say that it's very useful for different clients. And I found that a client can pick from one of these three offerings and have maximum success. So I have one called Power Hour. And what that is, that's for a client who has an idea and just really wants to make sure that the concept makes sense, right? They want to
Mm-hmm.
talk through the idea, or they have an issue in the workplace, or they're going through an interview stage for a really important job, and they just want someone who has over a decade long of human resource executive experience to talk through those um, the things that they're going to be interviewing on. So that's called Power Hour, and Power Hour is 1 hour of virtual coaching on any topic that you need coaching on or need
Mm-hmm.
clarity on. My second offering is six different six sessions about career design one on one with me. And that is a package, and I offer it on my website as well. And all of these offerings are on my website. And that's really for someone who needs that extra push. They need that handhold. They need someone that's going to be there for them for 6 weeks and motivate them and keep them motivated. This can be an executive or a mid-level professional who really just needs, that needs the extra touch. They need someone that can keep them accountable, keep them motivated. They know that if they get their rejection letter in the email, they're not going to apply. They
Right.
know that in order to network, they need someone who's going to text them on Thursday and say, "Look, show that networking event and tell me about what it was." And then my third offering, which I'm extremely proud of, it's been something that I've had for 3 years. We're going to be on, or we are on the new Teachable platform. It's my career design course, and it's a self-paced 8-week program that it allows our career changers to really start that structured program and process of making that change, identifying their career, uh, developing that career change plan and then
Mm-hmm.
going out and making those connections they need to make this career design successful. It's coupled with weekly office hours with myself. So, you have this really cool self-paced course you can take at any time. And you also have the weekly office hours with me where you can still have the ability to have questions in a small group setting and get maximum results. And lastly, because Georgiana's Advisors has been so successful, I at many times get businesses that reach out to us and say, you know a lot of people and we want to, be a part of the people that are looking for new roles and are looking to make transitions. So in August 1st, we're going to be rolling out our executive recruitment service where we're working with businesses that are looking for high and top talent. And I just think it's a really great compliment to the business because, again, I'm coaching individuals who are looking to make a change. They're looking for these new roles. And now I'm working with businesses that are saying, I want these individuals. So it's just a full circle of career design and placement.
That's great. So it's not just helping people transition in their careers, but also now being able to link them up with businesses that are looking for those type of people as well. So
Exactly.
that's great. And then, obviously offering things online is fantastic because
Mhm.
people can learn all these important things at their own pace. So, Nakesha, how can people get in touch with you if they would like more information? Maybe they have questions about career change or maybe they just graduated and they don't know what to do next.
Definitely. So the first step is to go to our website, georgianaadvisors.com. And from there, a list of services that we mentioned during this call will be visible. And you're also, from that website, you can book your sessions with me directly. You can also email me any questions you have. But that is definitely the first step to reaching out and getting started and really living the life that you deserve.
Yeah, I always say we spend so much time doing our job that whatever it is that you do in life, it better be something you really enjoy doing because you spend a lot of time, whether it's you work at
Hmm.
a 9 to 5 or you work for yourself. So, for those of you listening out there, if you have any questions, you feel a little bit stuck in what you're doing, you don't know where to go to next, definitely reach out to Nakesha from Georgiana Advisors, who definitely can help you out there. Awesome. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Lorena Tamosini and I'm the owner of Mom Life and Health Insurance Agency. We're located here in Miami, Florida, where we help families and business owners with their financial protection needs. That could be anything from life insurance, health insurance, and all the solutions that we can provide with those types of services. We also do everything virtually to help you do things on your own time as well. So, Nikisha, anything else you would like to add?
No, I think that we definitely covered everything about the business. And I want to thank you for having me on the podcast. It's amazing what you do and how you help families and individuals protect their life, right? Because we
Mm-hmm.
never know, things change so quickly. We might lose a job tomorrow and not know where to go, or horrible things could happen. So I think what you do is amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's all about providing peace of mind at the end of the day, you know.
Hmm.
And Nikisha, I always like to know, some of the best books to read out there. What was the last book you read that you really enjoyed?
Yeah. So I am a strong believer, and my New Year's resolution was to read at least one book a month. And I want to say that I love Sheryl Sandberg's Lean In, and
Mm-hmm.
not only did it change how I structure my work and family life, but it's pretty much been my motivation for restructuring the business and having such a successful practice. But it is a book that if you have not read it, I would highly recommend that you go and purchase it right now. It is just amazing.
Perfect. And that was Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg. She's
Yes,
uh
she's a,
she's in Facebook, right? She's one of the
Yep.
executives on Facebook.
Yep. Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for listening in on today's episode of the 12-Minute Talks podcast. I hope this has been valuable information for you or maybe somebody else you might know out there. Thank you for listening to this podcast and hope you will listen to the next one. I'm Lorena Tomasini and you can contact me via email life@malmins.com. Make it a great day.